The fourth strategy to scaffold writing is using sentence frames, sentence starters, and word banks. Now, this is something that many teachers are familiar with, but it's an important reminder. We can give students language that they need in order to build their writing. For example, we might start with a cloze sentence. That's C-L-O-Z-E. A cloze sentence has specific words missing that students need to fill in. In a closed sentence, we're looking for a specific word. For example, we might have the sentence that we were just brainstorming. Beautiful black and white blank eat in the jungle. Now, in this case, we're talking about something specific. We were talking about pandas. We're looking for that word within that sentence. Very highly scaffolded writing for students. In this case, it's almost more copying than it is writing, but it gives students an initial entry point. We might even have an entire paragraph that is a cloze paragraph, where they have to choose the specific words to build into this paragraph. Again, highly scaffolded, but can be a good entry point. We can also use sentence frames. Now, I distinguish sentence frames and sentence starters in this way. A sentence frame is an entire sentence with some blanks in it, but that composes an entire idea. For example, I might say something like, blank and blank are organisms that live in blank. Now, students could choose any organisms that they wanted to. They could choose any number of habitats that they wanted to, and the sentence would still be correct. It's not a specific word that needs to go in there, but the entire sentence is built. We have the start and we have the end with punctuation for the students and some blanks that they need to fill in. A sentence starter, on the other hand, is just a little bit less scaffolded, where it gets students started. It gets them rolling on writing a sentence. I might have students say something like, one interesting organism is, and in that way students are finishing up the sentence. In all of these cases, we're providing them some language to get started. It's a scaffold. Now, the last level of scaffolding that I want to talk about is providing a word bank, a list of words, some vocabulary that you're asking the students to integrate within their writing. Here we come back to the notion of a print-rich environment where our walls are dripping with language. Students can pull the words from an input chart, can pull the words from a song or poem, pull the words from a big book, or pull the words from a piece of text that they're reading, their expert groups, etc., to build into their writing. This way, we're giving them a little bit of a taste of the kinds of language we want them to use in their writing, but at the lowest level of scaffolding. Of course, we want our students to be creative with the writing process. We want them to express themselves. But sometimes students are just shut down by the writing process, especially if they haven't been successful in the past. So by providing them with some language that they can utilize, some scaffolding built in, it gets them through the door. It gets the process going. We can lead them to then being more creative over time.